Said, I need a new computer, waiting for the 5000 series Nvidia cards to come out though.
Dude, the elevators are broken everywhere.
Said, I'd try a character repair.
How do I do that?
Said, close game. Said, go to website.
Quit the desktop.
Said, login, go to profile, find character repair. Said, requires password, careful not to show. Said, do not try to log back in until you get the email that says the repair is complete. Said, it's usually pretty fast though.
So, while we wait for the email, where do I get this bad Larry?
Said, Drake Dragonfly.
And where's that located? And will it fit in my cargo hold of 4 squares?
Said, will not fit in an Intrepid.
Okay. Eternally sad.
Said, just checking by location, but likely LaVille New Deal.
Where do you go to get ships? from the website.
Said. To buy on the website. Shop. Said. Pledge store.
Pledge store. Okay. It's kind of sexy.
Said. Yeah, it's Laville where you can buy one. It's 342,720 credits. Said. Great first pledge ship id Reco EMND is Avenger Titan.
The what Titan? Is the Avenger Titan? Isn't that what my brother had? Mr. Sandig, I think you saw it.
Said. Yeah, it's an upgrade from your Intrepid.
Ballista. $15 for a go-kart.
So I was looking at the new Aurora, but then I was thinking, maybe I should get something that looks a little classy. But then I was like, no, I need something that can pull some serious weight. Maybe I don't need all that cargo space. What about the Legionnaire? Now we're talking. How about some bigger guns? Little bigger. No, little bigger. There you go. And maybe some rockets, too. Actually, I should probably upgrade the power plant. I did like the leather seats on that LX, though. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's see what this baby can do.
Interesting. And only $20.
Said. Baby Hippo 11 played PH intro for 169 channel points.
Are you proud of yourself?
Said. Oops.
Oops.
Said. Are links okay?
I don't know if links are allowed. You might have to whisper it to me. You could
Said.
try.
Just YouTube.
Yeah, send it.
Said. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v equals to 1 kdbr4l4i. You buddy. Welcome to my channel.
What's up, Mr. You Buddy?
Said, Star Citizen used to make lots of commercials for the ships they were selling. Said, this is my favorite one.
Oh my god. The Kraken Privateer cost $2,000. Real money.
Said, yes.
Why?
Said, the Javelin cost 3,000.
You can stop right there. This claim is ours. I'll make this easy for you. Leave now, or we kill you. I'm happy either way.
Regress. Welcome to my channel.
Welcome, Mr. Regress. We're watching YouTube videos while we wait for my character repair to go through.
The time has come for something new. Something to change the game. When seeking fortunes at the fringes of civilization, you need someone you can trust.
That's a fucking aircraft carrier.
In this age of uncertainty,
I don't have enough friends for an aircraft carrier.
Yeah. Said, pretty much.
to release the Kraken. Drake Interplanetary. We got your back.
I like how those guys are landing on it while it's moving. Like they're not gonna fuck up at all. That's obnoxious, dude. Like, I can get, like, you have a clan thing going on. Like, there was clearly, like, 7 or 8 dudes involved there. Everybody chips in $100 for a ship, just so they can be cool.
In the verse, making it almost ubiquitous for
I don't have
traders.
enough friends for
But
that.
these days, there is competition to be had. For example, from the Hercules series. So naturally, that prompts the question, how does the Caterpillar perform in-game? I'm Forrester, and in this video we'll explore the answer to that question by reviewing the currently flyable
Said,
Drake
ever seen
Interplanetary
Top Gear?
Caterpillar,
Yes.
which is described as a heavy freight ship on the RSI website, although might end up being more of a mid-range option. If you've seen other reviews on this channel, then you probably know what to expect. With this video,
So you said,
following the
I'm
usual
waiting on an
format.
email.
It's split into 5 sections, starting with a ship
not seeing
tour,
an email.
assessing combat performance, reviewing handling and visibility, looking at the operating costs before finally summarizing. As always, I've included timestamps in the video description in case you want to skip ahead. And if you're one of the many people watching who isn't yet subscribed to the channel, you might consider it, so you can be notified of future Star Citizen videos as they go live. Starting the tour for the Caterpillar will approach from the right or starboard side to the elevator which is underneath the ship. You can approach this from either side. You'll find it roughly 2/3 of the way back from the front. This deploys a little hydraulic ramp which you can use to
Said,
get up into the ship itself.
https://www.youtube.com/watch?v equals xg4m7 oswu and t equals 4s.
Snugly within the hangar of Anvil's perennial carrack. This one, however, fits in the palm of my hand. I'm Jax McCleary, and this is Whitley's Guide. For our premiere episode, we're here at the 2949 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, or more precisely, above it. And this is in fact not an Anvil Pisces, but a true-scale remote-controlled replica. It's accurate down to the last detail, and I've been told it's very expensive. So, naturally, we're going to attempt to blow it up because we're borderline obsessively committed to putting the galaxy's best gear to the test. For you. To that end, behind me, you might have noticed the rather intimidating 2949 Anvil Ballista. We're about to put this mobile missile machine through the Whitley's ringer. The aim, so to speak, is to see if it really can take out our tiny target, even as I pilot it, Jimmy, the stick please, through daring evasive maneuvers.
The missile we're launching is, of course, a dummy round with a diminutive explosive charge capable of taking out our tiny Pisces, but not much else. At least, that's what I've been told, and I hope it's accurate, lest the next landing zone over gets a very unfortunate surprise.
Apologies in advance, Area 17. All right then, away we go. Well, will you look at that? It worked! And if that's not pinpoint targeting, I don't know what is. Colour me impressed, Anvil. And that's just the tip of the nose cone. There's a lot more to see here at the IAE. Ships to fly, new tech to test out, and presumably more objects to obliterate in the pursuit of consumer awareness. Plus, we should probably get off this roof before that guy in the vendor hall realizes we borrowed one of his super expensive remote control ships.
Wait, what?
Don't you dare go anywhere. Whitley's Guide returns after these messages.
That's
Said,
Guys,
they've done a bunch of those too.
bunch of Top Gear style commercials.
Said, yeah.
What, no video? Idiot. Nope. I like to have a little go-kart with a laser on it. So are you sure they're going to send me an email?
Said, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=qmfmwzm4kxe. This is a good one. It's voiced.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to go fast.
It's not about just a hairpin or two. It's really about that sequence and finding the potential of the thing I'm controlling.
Being in the cockpit, you start to forget what your body's doing. You become one with the machine.
Racing in general, I think it's kind of becoming an art.
Got split decisions to make. You gotta be fast.
Racing is one thing, but racing when you know your reputation is on the line, the money is on the line, you got
All
something
real
to actually bring
players.
home. That's the races I gravitate for. The big ones, the high stakes.
Racing is just as much as survival as being
They
fast.
sound like NASCAR drivers,
What wins the race?
and they probably have $5,000 gaming rigs
The ship.
with the most
Always the ship.
realistic joysticks. Like, I just learned that they had joysticks that have
The best parts
not
are so
it's
close
not
to
tension
that
but
different-
resistance. They have joysticks with resistance, so if you're like going mock Jesus fucking one direction, then you going the other way, the joysticks are gonna kick back on you and fight the throttle that you're pushing in the opposite direction. And those ones were like, I don't know, like $500, $600, $700 set up just for the joysticks.
Many of the refinery decks of Stanton are located at Lagrange Point Nebula, surrounded by asteroids, which naturally gets the aspiring miner thinking, why not simply harvest those rocks nearby rather than trekking across the system? I'm Forrester, and this gameplay video covers exactly that, taking out the prospect to the refinery deck and harvesting the glorious bounty that exists right outside.
Okay.
To keep the overall length of the video down, some of the footage, such as quantum hops, has been sped up, and those parts are clearly marked as such, but otherwise, this video is a full session end to end. And this is intended to be a gameplay video rather than a guide, although there is a full mining tutorial available on the channel if that's what you were hoping for. So, without further ado, let's get started. And here we go, jumping on board the MISC Prospector from the hangar deck. As you can see, I've got my favourite livery on the Prospector, just as I equip on the Vulture. We'll hop forward into the pilot seats and get airborne. I've chosen not to speed this one up. I think some of the comments I've had in previous videos are, actually you don't need to speed up quite so much, so I'm trying to be a bit more measured, and I'll include some more of the things like taking off and landing, and I'll just speed up the things like the quantum hops. So engines on, climbing up to the ceiling, just waiting for that door to open. Because I'm on Microtech, they insist on giving me the extra large hangar, which can sometimes make it feel a long time for the doors to open. But then you get out and you're greeted with those snowy trees and misty wispy clouds, and actually it's quite obvious why Microtech is an excellent choice of home.
Oh.
So now just ascending through the clouds at Microtech before we make our jump. Now, one of the things that I have done is I have included some timestamps in the video description, so if you are looking to get straight to the mining, you can just click through on the timestamps. So I'm making this travel in SCM speed. Sometimes if you've got a faster ship it can be worth switching to nav mode, but I was in a very leisurely mood when I recorded this one, as you can see from just taking some slow panning shots of the Prospector. I do like that livery. So at this point I am going to hop into nav mode for the quantum nav mode. Quick hop up to Tresla, and then we'll go to times 12 speed to make the hop to Mike L1. Much faster in times 12. A shame about the annoying exit right button that insists on popping up. So then, once in and around Mike L1, which is our destination of the day, just a case of scanning around for some rocks to find. I'm not being picky here. I think I've said this in other mining videos, but my preferred style is just to spend more time doing actual mining rather than getting excessively choosy about what I choose to break up. Especially in a situation like this where I am right by the refinery, I don't really lose much travel time. So I do have this annoying bug where everything shows up as inert even though it's not inert, so you have to rescan them all. But Terranite, we definitely like Terranite. Oh, got a bit too excitable there about the first rock, and this is just a small rock. So it's gone into that overcharge, so we're just gonna step back a little and let it do its thing. And then have a long wait for it to actually do its thing and explode. Come on. And it's not happening, so I'm gonna gingerly head a little bit closer to this other rock, mindful that that first rock might explode at any given moment. Now this rock might be too big. Got a massive 19,000, which I think for my loadout is probably pushing it, but we'll try. I always prefer to draw my own conclusions, but no, it does seem too big. Right, what's happening with this rock now? Oh, it has broken up. So let's see what we have. A little bit of Terranite and some inert materials. Well, I think given that it was 85% inert, I might scan this one and see if this one's worth grabbing first. There's some beryllium in there, which I think we'll grab. So not particularly successful for that first rock, but that's down to me and my own ineptitude at mining there. So I have to be responsible for that one. Like a wrecked ship there. We will not be mining that, but if I was out in my Vulture it might have been more tempting. Incidentally, this gameplay session is recorded in one of the final days of patch 3.24.1, right before CitizenCon. So at this point patch is imminent, which will impact my choice of which mining method I'm going to use, which refining method, but it means that all the heads-up display etc. that you're seeing are from 3.24.1 before the rework hits. So if you're thinking, oh, that looks a bit different to my heads-up display, that will be why. So this rock has got some nice things in it. We've got 24% gold and 36% fastenite.